won't you come along with me? Down to Mississippi. We'll take a boat to the land of...
My name's Oscar Nunez and I'm an actor. I grew up in New Jersey. I was born in Cuba and I came over here when I was like, I think 3 years old. To Massachusetts first for 1 year and then we moved to New Jersey where I grew up. The first job in the industry must have been in New York City, and it was, I was in a street theater in New York, I think early 80s, and we did shows around the city. In school districts, in the parks, and they were free. It was for a city for the new city. I mean, theater for the new city. It's still there on 2nd Avenue and 10th Street. And that, I think, was my first kind of gig, but it was theater. I don't know if it really counts. I was working as a dental technologist in New Jersey, and I didn't like it. And then I finally, I guess I was 21 or 22, and I'm like, what do I really want to do? And I got a newspaper called Backstage West, and I looked in the back for acting lessons, and that's when I started becoming an actor and taking lessons, and eventually I joined an improv group about a year and a half after that in New York City. When it came to acting, I always thought of myself as a comedian. So I wasn't concerned with Latin roles or whatever, I just would go out for comedic roles. But when I did come out here, a lot of the auditions that I was getting was security guard, waiter, valet, stuff like that. I'm like, oh no, I've got to do my own thing. And that's when we started shooting. My buddy Damon Jones and my friends at the Groundlings, we started shooting our own short films and having pitch meetings. I preferred to improv, but you know, a good script, I mean, it's like saying, you know, you like vanilla or chocolate ice cream. I love them both. For auditions, I prefer, hands down, improv, because your competition, there's fewer people you have to compete with. It kicked off everyone's career on the show. It was a big deal. It was a big show, 9 seasons, funny. Yeah, it was like hitting the lottery, because you could work and make a living and not be on a good show, and you're like, oh, I guess it's, you know, I'm doing stuff, but I was on a funny show, and that's great. Here, this is a casting sheet of the day that I auditioned for The Office, and there's the date 11/28/04. My name is on there, Leslie David Baker's up here, and Kate Flannery. So we all auditioned on the same day, and we went out to get the job. And up here, this is our last table read, our 50th episode with Harold Ramis directed, and our last episode. Ken Kwapis directed that, and he directed our first episode, so full circle. When Steve left, it was very, very sad. He was 7 years there, and when he left, it was extremely sad. Everybody was weeping and crying, and the only good thing about it was that Will Ferrell came in, and he was there while Steve left, and Will's a friend of the show, and we love Will, and so that made it, Will was very funny and kind of kept it light, but yeah, it was a big deal when Steve left. And then we went on for 2 years after. Without him, the show changed a little bit. But we had 2 nice years without him. But yeah, when he left, that was like a different show after that.